Heads high is our posture. Against all odds, we gon' prosper. We know our place in this world. We gon' shine our lights till it hurts. Staying focused, we know our day coming. Negative vibes, we escape from it. We know our place in this world. We gon' shine our lights till it hurts.
What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. This is a Sunday sports edition. Got my man Clayton on here, Clayton Jones, and we great talking about that game, man. USA, France, man. That was like you said, that was one for the ages.
One for the ages, baby. Yes.
Yeah. That was definitely.
Yep.
But like we were saying, like I said before we got on, right? I think Steph Curry, he showed up big in the last two games for real.
Last two games, he did.
Like, he was consistent in that game against Serbia. But look, now before we get into the game that like they played yesterday, the dude number 7 for Serbia, right? He was like, and he kept hitting the threes, and he was doing this to his head and all that stuff, right? Now, was he mocking Carmelo, or was he doing that to honor? Because he was
mocking Carmelo. He was taking a shot at Carmelo.
I thought he's kind of honoring Carmelo because his number was 7 also.
I know. I mean, he could have been. I think it got the way it got interpreted by US and US team was that he was taking a shot at Melo.
Oh,
but it could very well be what you saying. It could be he was honoring.
Yeah, because I was like, because he kept, I was like, why is he doing that? And then after a while, because I think LeBron had said something to him. I was like, wow, this is he mocking Carmelo, or was it? Because then I said, well, he number 7 too. That was Carmelo's number.
Yeah.
Like,
that's why LeBron went over to Melo afterwards, and it was like, and Melo and them had that exchange, like he held me down, like. But I mean, that's a good point you bring up, though. He could have just been honoring him.
I thought maybe it just got misinterpreted. You know what I mean?
It could have.
But they was aggressive though. Serbia was aggressive,
very aggressive,
and it was physical. And I was like, they wore on them. But then I like what Steve Kerr got a bad. He was getting a bad rep for not. You know what I mean? Like Charles Barkley said that Steve Kerr wasn't coaching right. He wasn't using their bench and all that stuff right. But I thought Steve Kerr he got them prepared for the style of basketball that they was going to face, because it's not like what they you playing international basketball. So I think Steve Kerr did a good job of coaching. What you think about Steve Kerr?
Yeah, well, like I said, they won the gold, so it's hard to dispute whatever he did. But I will say, I heard Melo and Sue Bird breaking down the Olympic and international play. And I thought Melo made an excellent point. What he was saying, because they brought up the Jason Tatum situation and him not getting any time. But what Melo's saying was, sometimes it's not about how good you are. Sometimes when you're a great player, I'm assembling a team and I can't see you playing this role, because this role just calls for maybe dirty work, defense, you know what I mean?
Right.
And it's about making that fit. He says, so some of the criticism in terms of Jason Tatum is so talented. Some of the things that Derek White may be willing to do, or some of the other players get minutes, it might just be hard for Jason to do that. Not saying it because he's a great player, but you and I both know sometimes great players, it's hard for them to just play a role. To adjust to that stuff. So some of that may be that. But as far as his coaching goes, there's a few things I saw watching the Serbia game, and even yesterday the France game. But it's not an easy job, man. You got 12 of the best players in the world, in the country, and trying to make sure they all get time, and then you trying to match what the other team is doing, and you thinking about roles, you thinking about what you need here and there, and then you're talking about certain groupings together and stuff like that. I'm just gonna say I don't believe it's an easy job. So I really don't have nothing negative to say about Steve Kerr and his coaching job. It's a hard job, man.
Yeah, and then on top, I think though, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and then you got a lot of egos, right? A lot of different
Mm-hmm.
egos. But I
Yeah.
just and I've been saying, I thought LeBron James just played too many minutes.
He
I
played a
think,
whole lot of minutes.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think he played too many minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. I'm
it
gonna
just
tell you what I didn't like in the Serbia game. So late in the game, that thing was nip and tuck, and LeBron tried to play hero, and he almost cost him because he
yeah,
took an ill-advised three, and they had to lead. He didn't have to take that three. They could have worked and got a better shot, and he missed. And
yeah,
Serbia had a chance to tie that game up, but luckily, fortunate for USA, they
yeah,
made a bad shot on the other end.
yeah.
I didn't like that. And I definitely think, yeah, I didn't like how many minutes LeBron was playing because I just felt like this whole thing was skewed around trying to give him his
It's send off.
heroic moment in his send off. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's what
Yeah.
I. Yeah,
Speaking of egos, real quick, another thing Melo mentioned about Mike Krzyzewski, Coach K, when he had the Olympics, he said Coach K was dope because what he did was he would sit everybody down prior
mhm,
to. And you knew what you were signing up for. And it was like he was saying, this is what I need. This game you might not play, this you may play. He really mapped it all out, right? And then he had a saying to these guys. You spoke about ego. Melo said he used to tell everybody, check your ego at the door, but at the same time, bring your ego with you. I
yeah,
thought that was a dope ass quote because what he's trying to say is, I need that bravado,
yeah.
but don't be so full of yourself that you don't, understand it's a team and it's bigger than you. So yeah,
Right.
that was dope. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
think because I think if he had a coach, if Mike Krzyzewski had a coach,
Mhm.
he probably wouldn't have played all those minutes that he played.
I
That
don't
just
know. I don't know. I don't know.
you think so?
The reason I say I don't know and I'm not sure because the way Coach K speaks of LeBron,
Yeah,
he's very fond of him. And
yeah,
Braun, they have a relationship. And Braun mentioned before if he was to go to college, he probably would have chose Duke and
yeah. I
Coach
heard him.
K.
Yeah, I heard him say that too. That he
Yeah,
probably would have went to Duke if had he gone to
yeah,
college. But
yeah.
all right, let's get into that game yesterday, man. That game against France, man. That
Whew,
just was
that game was good. Yeah,
yeah, that was a good game.
yeah.
You guys, you got some good minutes from LeBron, and you got some good minutes from KD, and especially Steph Curry. Man, he really did his thing yesterday.
Yeah, Steph Curry down the stretch. That was so climactic. But Devin Booker surprised me. He got quality minutes and he scored quality points.
Mm-hmm.
If you look up at the box score, Devin Booker, I think, put in about 18
Yeah. Okay.
in
Yeah.
that game yesterday. He hit a couple wide open threes, but I'm gonna tell you a timely three that got nailed. It
Mm-hmm.
was one of them to stop the momentum. Things had got real hectic. The play got hectic. The
Mm-hmm.
ball got kicked out. They found Drew Holiday in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Drew Holiday so poised, man. The pass, he faked the pass and kept it
Yeah.
and just squared himself up, man, and knocked down that open three. But it was a crucial three because of the way the momentum was going. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. Right.
So to me, it's like little plays like that at certain moments that they ain't really shining enough light on for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that was a
Yeah.
big three hitting the corner. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I thought he looked good. I thought yeah, I would have liked to seen a little bit more Ant-Man in that game yesterday.
Yeah.
I ain't get enough Ant-Man.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I ain't get enough Ant-Man. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. What you think about? I like Wembyana. Did you? I like.
He did.
I
He
didn't.
looked pretty good. Yeah,
Yeah, I was
yes,
like, okay, okay. And now
yes.
that translates to the NBA. I was like, he
Yeah.
gonna be
Well,
a
they
star.
saying it did. It's just he's light. So when
Yeah.
he bulk up a little bit,
Oh, okay.
yeah, yeah. I like that. Yeah, he looked good. He looked
Yeah.
real good. He can
I was
play.
like, I was like, okay. Wembyana was hitting
hmm
the shot, and he took
hmm
Embiid. Can you see him take Embiid off the dribble?
Off the dribble. Yes.
I was like, oh, okay.
Yes. Yes. Now, This my thing with big men and went beyond. Say his name?
Went beyond. Went beyond.
Went beyond me or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm just gonna call him Wimby. All
yeah,
right.
Wemby.
Yeah, he's an excellent player.
Right.
And he can play. He gonna be he coming. Like they coming. I just can't get with the big men. I can't get with them shooting threes. And I think it's good that you can do it. What I'm saying is it just doesn't look aesthetically pleasing to me. It
Right,
looks
right,
so
right.
much different when a little guy. I mean, but he can do it. Take you off the dribble. He shoot. Couple of them threes he shot was so ill advised though. He
Yeah,
shot a long ass logo three. Like when it came down to crunch time,
yeah,
he bricked a long ass logo three.
yeah, yeah.
But he
Yeah,
ain't afraid to put it up.
I don't think that's good for the team either. Like when the big man shoot threes like that, because
Yeah,
like who gonna get, you know what I mean? He not rebounding. And
yeah.
number one, and the percentages go down. Like I say, the further you go out, the percentages go down. And then on top of that, you letting the defender off the hook. Like if you 7 feet, you over 7 feet tall, that's your advantage. So why
Yeah.
not, you know what I mean, use your advantage? But
Yep.
that's the
He's
damn
7'4".
though. Yeah, he's 7'4".
He's 7'4". Yeah, yeah. But that is today's game. But yo,
Yeah,
he takes that thing off the dribble though. I mean, that handle is legit.
yeah, it is.
It's legit, Mike.
When I was seeing him take Embiid off the dribble,
Yeah,
and Embiid, for a lot of people, Embiid is kind of frustrating, right? Because his style of play is not really, he don't play with a lot of energy, and it make him look kind, he look kind of like, you know what I mean? Like he not,
lazy.
yeah, it make him look lazy. And
Mm-hmm.
people like, man, like
Mm-hmm.
people don't really dig that. Because I remember watching Patrick Ewing. Like Patrick Ewing didn't play late. He didn't look like that. You know what I mean? He looked like he was going hard. He was out there
Mm-hmm.
everywhere. It was a puddle of sweat everywhere.
Puddle of sweat everywhere Pat went, boy.
It was a puddle of sweat.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? But Embiid is not like that.
No,
Now,
he's not.
but yeah, man, this dude, Steph Curry, though, what he was, man. What you think about
Yeah.
Steph's performance?
I never. Come on, it was one for the ages. Like what he did was submitted himself in Olympic law. And what I
Yeah,
mean by that is like, remember the Miracle on Ice and some of these climactic moments during Olympic. That was
yeah,
one of those things yesterday.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
Olympic law. It's like, remember when we used to watch Wild World of Sports, and then they would show you these different epic things,
yeah,
highlights.
right.
That's what his performance remind me of. Like when you look back on this, everybody gonna forever remember that performance he put on against France. That
Yeah,
shit
it
was
was crazy.
that
And
shit.
then on top of
Yeah,
that,
it was.
he was talking to the fans. Don't worry about
Yes,
me. You know what I mean? Then he come down,
yes,
he give you
yes,
another 3-pointer. That was
yes,
crazy.
yes. I love when Devin Booker had the presence of mind to pass up the shot and kick it back out to Steph.
Yeah,
You know, he's on a roll. He went 4 in a row, but it was beautiful. I was like,
yeah,
man, because Devin he could have brought it, come to the lane. He had a lane, but
yeah,
he said, no, this dude rolling. He
yeah,
swung it back out. Steph hit another one. Man, that shit just was beautiful. And I got upset though with Steve Kerr.
Oh
Because
yeah.
after his third 3-pointer, he brought him out the game for defense.
Mm-hmm.
It was late,
Right.
and I didn't like that. Because I was
Yeah,
afraid he might lose his
yeah,
rhythm. Like, don't take him out. You'll be fine on defense. Leave him in the game. But he brought him out, and then he got him right back in for that fourth one. But I didn't like that. I didn't
you
like
ain't
that.
like that. Yeah, but
No, I was mad at Steve Kerr taking him out right there. I didn't like that.
it worked out though.
It did. But I just wanted them to stay in that rhythm. And plus, I like when he held onto the ball at the end. I was like, do not let go of that ball. Like, I did not, forgive me for this. I did not want nobody else being able to take that moment away from that kid. And you know who I'm talking about when I say that, right?
Yeah, he tried.
LeBron, you try.
And see, that's the thing, man. I think
Yeah.
they won despite LeBron. Number one, LeBron he's just too ball dominant, and then he want to play hero ball.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and he wanted to steal that. He tried to steal that moment back from him, though.
Yeah. But I got to give LeBron some credit, though, because he made some great plays, too, in crucial moments in that game. And the Serbia game, too. I can't take it away. his thing is going downhill. Like when he went downhill yesterday in France, he body spinned off like going downhill. Perfect timing. I gotta give him credit for that. You know, some of the defense, but some of the passes too. He went around the back on one between two guys. And,
Yeah.
ooh, yeah, yeah,
Yeah. That was
yeah,
I was like, okay,
yeah,
yeah, that pass.
yeah,
He
yeah,
dropped it behind his back in between two guys. That was
yeah,
that was big
yeah,
time. That was big time.
yeah,
Yeah.
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 So, and against Serbia down the stretch, I thought he made a couple big plays, like contributed, but when everybody was on their feet and that arena was going crazy with Steph,
Yeah.
the face said it all.
Yeah.
LeBron had that shitty dick smile. Yeah, it was like, yeah, he wasn't feeling that.
No,
That was it.
he
That was
wasn't
it.
feeling.
That was
He
Steph
wasn't
moment.
feeling.
And look, right before Steph went on that tear, I'm watching with my partner. I said, because they made mention that Steph was saying it's the one thing that was missing from his resume, the gold medal. So the game was so nip and tuck. I said, boy, and they started slowing down. It was in the third quarter, right, late, middle to late third quarter. I said, man, Steph gonna have to go take that goal if he want that goal. He gonna
Yeah.
have to do it. And sure enough, boy,
He just went on
maybe
the
about
tear.
about 2-3 minutes after that, he started.
Yeah.
And boy, that shit was one for the ages, man.
It was.
Matter of fact, it might have been in the fourth quarter, around like 4 minutes to play or something. I don't know. I forget, but yeah, he went on that tear. Yeah.
So let me ask you this, right? The big three, LeBron, KD, and Steph, right? Are these is this the best? Are these the best players in the league in the world? This big three.
The best players in the world.
Yeah, these three are they are they the best in the world? LeBron, KD, and Steph.
I can't say that for sure. I can't say that because so many was missing off that world stage. Giannis was missing. Luke Donis was missing. Who else you got? You got some other players that their team ain't advanced, and stuff like that. I don't know
You don't
for sure, but huh?
You said you don't know if they the best they was the best in the business.
Not in the world at this stage, no. Not at this stage of their career, no. KD though, he an alien, man. KD an alien.
Yeah, man. Now that play you said where he just called, he was like, that was a big time.
Yeah, get clear out. Yo, I mean, and just like the one when Devin Booker got pushed into him, KD, and he hit a couple big threes yesterday from long range.
Yeah.
Like he ain't getting enough credit in this.
Oh, cool, Kevin.
Especially in that Serbia game. No, he's not.
Yeah. Well,
he ain't getting enough credit.
Like you said, once he come on the court, though, he do change the complexion of because
everything.
He's so efficient. Like if the thing about Serbia, right? Like Serbia was playing physical and they was playing hard, right? But like you said, he's so efficient. Like he make all your hard work like for nothing. He just nullify all that. You know what I mean? Unless you really get physical with him or you foul him on every shot, then like all that hard work in because you can get physical with Steph sometime and you can get physical with LeBron, but like with KD, once he get to where he get, you know what I mean? Once he get to that wing or one of them elbows, it's a wrap.
One of them elbows, man. Yes, it's a wrap. Yes, and them long arms and that shot is effortless, man.
Yeah.
This nigga a walking bucket. He's just a walking bucket, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and he definitely deserves a lot more credit for that Serbia game because, like I said, Serbia they still had the lead. Steph had got cold. They brought KD in the bench, and he came right in, dropping him, bucket after bucket.
Yeah.
Bucket after bucket. He even gave, I think he inspired Embiid and inspired them guys, gave them guys some courage, some heart. And then Embiid started doing some stuff, so. Yeah. But it's all good, but.
You think Embiid got a bad rap, though? He gets a bad rap?
About what?
about like being like like he don't show up sometime or like down in the crucial moments.
But it's a fact.
Yeah,
I don't think it's a bad rap. It's just some validity to it.
yeah. I think
What do you think? What do you think about it?
yeah. I think they legit, right? You know what I mean? Because if you don't get over the hump, you know what I mean, and you that man, like you can't for so long point the fingers at somebody else. And not without it, you know what I mean? People holding you accountable. And so now I just think that people just holding him accountable.
Dog, he dropped 70 in one game last year.
Yeah.
70. So when you can do that, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And crunch time and stuff, playoffs and big games stuff. And he had a horrible Olympics. And
Yeah.
you can't deny that. That France crowd was in his head. You
Yeah.
know, but he brought that on himself.
Yeah.
You know, playing games with them people. Talking about I want citizenship, like considering to play with them and then denying it. Like, don't
Yeah.
play games with them people, man.
Yeah, man. He just should have, he should have been honest with him. If he didn't want to go there, if he didn't want to play there, he should have said it.
Yep.
It was
Yep.
simple, man.
Yep.
Yep.
Don't even initiate it. But yeah, man, never seen anything like what Steph did. I mean, I've seen some epic performances. But the way he shot and just the zone he got in, man. And that last shot with them two defenders there, man. And then he turned before it went in, he turned. He was headed up court.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, man.
He just got in that zone. And he knew once he got in that zone, he knew he was in that zone.
Knew.
And it was a wrap. It was a wrap. He knew that whatever that basket just got wide as I don't know what. He knew whatever he threw up was going to go. It was crazy. His performance was crazy.
Was great.
Yeah.
I want to hear some post-game stuff. I want to hear LeBron talk about it. Because I want to read between what he's saying.
Yeah. Well, I watched the post game and he kept it politically correct. He said that Steph Curry just did what he do. He said KD came up big, but yeah, man. I think that they was just trying to like make it like his moment. And I think he tried, you know what I mean? He tried to try to hijack other people's moment too. That's what people don't appreciate. When he tried to hijack somebody else's moment instead of, just going with the flow.
Just go with the flow. It is what it is at some point. I remember he hit that one M1 and he turned everybody and was doing all this flexing and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't vibe with him like that. He's a great player.
Yeah,
but
I think it just makes him, in my opinion, look like a front runner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when things are going well,
Yeah.
And he just and the thing that he just has a reputation of when things don't go well, it's not his fault. It's always somebody else. There's always somebody else's fault. So that's why when you see him do the front running thing, that's why people like you, they don't vibe with him like that, because you take all of that comes together, the good and the bad. So I was watching I was listening to Odd Couple, right? And they were saying on the Odd Couple that they think that some people still think that LeBron is like the best American ball player, the best American ball player in the NBA, which I don't really agree with that.
They excluding the Joker.
Well, they talking about between him, KD, like the American ball, like the
Americans. I got you.
So they're not including like the Joker or Luka.
Right.
Steph.
Right.
I don't really agree with that though. I think KD is the best, in my opinion, American-born ball player.
It's hard.
Yeah. Well,
that's
what about
hard for
who
me.
you think? What about
because LeBron? No. Ant-Man ain't there yet with that. Not like where LeBron at. Not like where LeBron at. I'm saying I don't vibe with LeBron. Of course he's no Mike, but he is a great basketball player.
Yeah, no doubt.
And looking around the league, I don't know. I can't see too many people better, to be honest with you. I don't know. Like KD is more efficient. KD is more efficient. But KD, the assist game, the rebounds, stuff like that. I don't know.
So
Yeah,
you
I don't
almost
know.
agreeing with them then that
I'm
LeBron
almost
is
agreeing. I'm almost agreeing with that. Yeah,
yeah,
I'm almost agreeing with that. Because like I say, Ant-Man coming, but
yeah,
he not there yet like that. You know, my favorite player, of course, ain't in that conversation. As much as I love Kyrie, he's not in that conversation.
yeah.
So I can't put him there. Yeah, American players. Yeah, you tell me somebody else. Really,
Yeah, I mean,
that's
yeah, like you said, I don't think that only person I really could think of that could really challenge that would be Kevin Durant. But other than that,
Kevin
like you said,
Durant.
I don't think Anthony, Anthony Edwards not there yet,
Yeah.
and yeah,
Nope.
that's all I would have really.
Hmm. But I
Um,
tell you one thing. Who I would take over a lot of them guys. Not that he's better, but I take Jalen Brown over a lot of them guys.
yeah. I'm
I'm
still
serious.
peeved about the fact that Jalen Brown
Not on that
wasn't
team.
in
Yeah.
there,
Yeah.
because I think because Jalen Brown is just so versatile, right?
Hmm.
He gonna give just like he do in Boston, like he give you what you need when you need it, you know.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
at times when they went to their little scoring drought, that's when Jalen Brown that's his time, to step up.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
you think now if you Jalen Brown,
Hmm.
do you throw your hat in the ring next time for the Olympics, or you just say it's over with? I don't want nothing to do with it.
Yeah. Me personally,
No, I mean, if you was Jalen Brown, do you think that he should do that? And the
I,
reason
I
I
think.
ask
I
that
think. Hmm. Go ahead.
is the young lady we watched in the for team she played against Team USA and she beat them too. What's her name? Enrique.
Yeah, Enrique.
She took
Hmm.
herself out of the
She did.
she took herself out of the run, and she's just she's just her mission is just to bust Team USA ass. That's what she
Well,
did. And so now
yeah,
they won't even have her services.
but they're gonna have them in 28,
You think so?
guaranteed. Yeah,
I
and I
think I
think what's
think
gonna happen?
I think they're gonna
What you
have
say?
her and Jalen Brown.
That's what I was getting ready to say. I think
Yeah,
they're gonna Jalen Brown. It was controversy surrounding it and stuff like that, and then 4 more years, the politics of the country and the climate is gonna be a little bit different.
yeah,
And they're gonna come, yeah. And then you already got that PR thing out there about Nike. So a lot of companies like to do damage control. They like to put spin. They like to do.
yeah,
So I can see Jalen being on the 2018.
yeah.
Yeah, and if I'm him, I don't turn it down. Depending
You
on what
don't.
his goals is, his aspirations is. Nah, because you put your brand on the world stage. Shit, they
Yeah,
using you, use them. You know what I mean? If that's your
yeah.
motivation. Yeah.
Well, it's almost like um. Well, their attitude might be like you play when we tell you to play. You know what I mean?
Who you mean? The coaching staff?
No, USA, Team USA, or whoever held them off this time, they'd be like, and same thing with the young lady Enrique. You know what I mean? It's like that you play when we tell you to play. So she took her because Shaq did the same thing at one point in time, right? Because he was
Hmm.
upset when what's the dude from Duke got the call and he didn't get the call.
Hmm. Leitner.
Yeah, Christian Laettner. So Shaq, he took his name out of the run, and then he wound up. Eventually, he
Hmm.
did wind up going right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So that company you in bed with, that brand you promote, that shoe, that signature shoe, all these different business partners, they can probably influence you to get out
yeah,
there and play. Yeah, I can see that.
yeah,
Yeah, I can
yeah,
see that. But I don't know. But I mean, Jalen just seems like a guy to me that stands upright and stands on certain shit. So
yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know if all his deals, I don't know if the fine print in all his deals
Mm-hmm.
is
Yeah,
to
yeah,
that aspect where he don't have some say over what he do and what he don't do. I don't know.
yeah. Like
You
I
know.
agree. I think that they can probably persuade him to play, and
Yeah, they'll persuade.
I think she can be persuaded. I think Enrique can be persuaded too.
Yeah,
Although
yeah.
you know what I mean,
See,
because it's not a good look for USA if she keep beating them every, you know what I mean, every 4
Right.
years.
But see, I don't think it's that she didn't want to play.
Right.
She said I could feel the vibe,
Mm-hmm.
and she wasn't going to all the workouts and stuff, but she could feel the vibe. She went to a few. She could tell that she could see the agenda and what they was trying to do. So she
Right.
took herself out. I'm not going to put all that energy into that when I
Yeah.
could use that energy and invest it in something else, my own game. But I don't think she's bitter. I don't think she's sour.
Yeah.
And I don't think she's like anti-playing. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I don't think I don't get that vibe from her. Let me just say
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
She might not be, and
Yeah.
I wouldn't see the necessity of it being, you know what I mean, her feeling bitter about the situation.
Yeah.
But
Not at
yeah,
all.
yeah,
Because actually,
especially,
look what it's done for her. Look what it's done for her.
yeah,
My
yeah,
goodness, man. That show she put on.
yeah,
That was like Steph Curry.
yeah,
That was very much like the same thing almost, man.
yeah,
This
yeah,
chick ain't have nothing. She scored 30 some points in one half. She scored 20 some or something in the third. I'm trying to remember.
yeah,
But
yeah,
all her points was in the second half, dog.
yeah. She went to work on him.
She went to work.
She went to work on him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely.
So,
I think
it's all good. Huh?
so. I had went back and watched. I watched some of her college games. You see that championship
Yes.
game at Notre
Yes.
Dame?
That's what we talking about. Yes.
Yeah,
Did you see that game winner she hit?
yeah, yeah. Man,
Oh my goodness, man.
yeah,
She left her feet.
yeah,
She
yeah,
left her feet. Yes.
yeah,
That thing was so impressive. Kobe had to meet her.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, what you been saying? What you been saying? What did you catch going back watching her?
Man, I mean, she just like that's just she wasn't hot. That's just how she played. You know how some
That's
people
how
say,
she
"Well,
play.
oh, she got hot." Like, nah, she didn't get hot. That's her
That's how
game.
she play. I
That's her
think she the
game.
second leading scorer in the W right now.
Yeah,
She the second leading scorer.
yeah. Who
Yeah,
she behind?
behind Asia.
Asia Wilson.
Yeah, behind
Behind
Asia.
Asia Wilson.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So
man.
yeah, she puts them buckets in. She's a scoring machine, Jack.
Yeah.
And look, check this out. France women,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
dog. The girl was on the line.
Yeah.
She was just a few inches from sending that bitch to overtime.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
hit a two instead of a three, but she thought she was shooting a three. Foot was on the line.
Mikey just told me about that. I just found out about that.
Yes.
I didn't. I'm gonna go back and watch
Yes.
that game. I'm gonna go back
Yes.
and watch that game. So they got
Yes.
the two by France.
Close. So
Wow.
everybody was like, oh man, the women ain't no, the whole world catching up, man,
Yeah. Yeah.
on
Men
both
and women.
sides of it. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Yep.
I'm not. I'm not surprised that the women is catching up though, because a lot of our women go play over. They play overseas.
Overseas.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They play over there, so they familiar with that. You know what I mean? With that level of talent. But there's a lot of talent in the WNBA though.
A whole
A
lot.
lot of talent.
Whole lot. Yep.
That is
But I was
crazy.
shocked, man. That was shit was on the line. Man, they said Diana Taurasi had a few games. She went donut.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, and I did a video about that. Diana Taurasi, like I think in 3 games she had 3 points, a total of 3 points in 3 games.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I think all right. So she been playing in the WNBA for 20 years, right? So I
Long
mean,
time.
so this kind of like her swan song, like you know what I mean, like her farewell tour, you know what I mean. So I ain't
Mhm.
really mad about as long as she not logging heavy minutes and it's not really hurting the team. I can see that. But
But
yeah,
initially she was part of the starting five initially.
she was,
They
yeah.
had to bench her. Yeah,
She
yeah,
didn't look good at all. She was throwing up air
yeah,
balls and I don't know. It was like she
yeah.
her game fell off a cliff. I mean, she didn't even look like herself for real.
It can happen,
Yeah. But to be
Yeah.
honest, all right, so when
Mhm.
when they played Indiana both of those 2 times, down to Taurasi ain't look good in those games. When they went against when they played against
But
my fault, they played against what's the girl? Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, you
Down
said
at Taurasi,
Indiana. That's right.
yeah, when they played Indiana, she didn't look good.
Mm-hmm.
One game she didn't play, but the first game she didn't look good in that game. You know what I mean? So I think, you know what I mean. I think this will probably be her last season down at Taurasi.
I think she can retire. Yeah,
Yeah, I think this will be
I
her
think she
last
can
season.
retire. Yeah, I think they opened back up with Indiana too.
What Phoenix did?
Yeah,
And
Friday.
not only
Yeah.
not only is Donna Taurasi old, but then you got Brittany Griner. Brittany Griner, you know, she had a messed up foot, and then she up in age. She been, you know what I mean? So their team, you know, they really need to do some rebuilding. Phoenix, dude.
That girl from France, man, she took Brittany Griner right off the dribble. So
Yeah,
Brittany, though, is a hard matchup. They get that ball down to her in the post. Ain't
yeah,
much you can do with that. And
yeah,
that helped Team USA today. Brittany really helped them, but defense, man, if you bring her out away from that basket, she becomes such a liability.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
She do.
she becomes
So
such a
man,
liability. Mm-hmm.
she do.
Yeah,
But that's
yeah.
just so.
Mm,
So yeah, man. I'm
I
gonna
don't
go
know.
back though, and I'm gonna watch the women's USA team.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
anything else you've been checking out though, as far as like the Olympics?
No, not really. I
Yeah,
haven't.
I watched a little bit of the volleyball.
Yeah, I
I watched.
did watch the relay.
Oh, okay, yeah,
And United States. It was ridiculous.
yeah.
It was
You
at
talk about
two
the
relay.
margin?
Yeah, the
How?
margin, and
Yeah,
then
that margin.
yeah,
Yeah, they
and
just
then
rolled.
yeah, they lapped the field, and then it was two relays they won because the one girl that wound up getting silver, everybody was on. What's her name? Richards. Shit, what's her
Shakari,
name?
Shakari.
Yeah, she got a gold medal in something else in a
Yeah.
relay race. Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
I peeked a little bit of that. Who is this guy though they talking about?
The dude with that, he got braids or something like that.
I don't know his name. No, it begin with an N or something.
I'm not familiar with these guys.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
this crop of sprinters. I'm not really
Yeah.
familiar with these guys, but yeah, man, I have really
Yeah.
been keeping up with it, like you know, like in years past.
hmm
But I just
hmm
wanted to see the basketball USA men's and women's,
Yeah.
and that was it
And
for me.
that's it. That's all. Um, did I watch any? Did I watch volleyball? I might have watched some volleyball
Volleyball,
stuff
yeah,
like that, but I ain't really. I like I said, I ain't really get into. I ain't really get much into it. Like there's been
yeah.
so much controversy around this Olympics. A lot of controversy.
With doping and stuff like that.
Well, just different things, but it's just been
Yeah.
controversies popping up here, controversies popping up there. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do moving forward with
Mhm.
this whole situation. Now, is the female boxer still boxing? Is the boxing done with,
I think
or
boxing
do
is
you
over.
know who
Yeah,
won the gold medal?
I don't know. I stopped following. I stopped
I'm gonna
following.
check that out. I'm gonna check that out because I'm curious to see what they did with these two boxes, if they still was allowed to go on,
Yeah,
or because of all the controversy surrounding them.
yeah. I stopped following the boxing, man. Once I seen that they had, you know, they let that other person box, I was like, this to
Yeah,
me, it's just over.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because that's just such a safety issue.
Right. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
such a safety issue,
A
man.
big
You could have killed
safety,
that girl. Yeah.
big
So
safety issue. Yes. I was like, yeah, I'm not even gonna watch that. But I think
yeah,
they need to definitely make some corrections or some adjustments as far as that's concerned.
yep.
No
We're
doubt
gonna
about
see what they do. But yeah, I ain't really been watching much, man. Just been working on my stuff, man. But I
it. That's
did enjoy USA, man, and they gave me a treat.
yeah.
Appreciate that. Yeah, it was entertaining. I appreciate it. Steph Curry gave me a treat.
Yeah. Yeah. No joke.
Yeah. And I'm
Yeah.
not a big Steph fan. I never was a big Steph fan.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
But
me either. I'm
I
just
wasn't.
cool
Yeah.
basketball for me anyway.
Yeah. But I
And
love what I saw yesterday. Like it was impossible not to root for him. And down
yeah.
the stretch, I didn't want nobody touching the ball but him. I
Yeah.
swear I didn't. I'm like,
Yeah.
don't nobody touch the ball. Just keep feeding his ass.
Yeah. No doubt. No doubt. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up, though,
Yeah.
man.
But, yeah, man. And that's just I wanted to just come on, man, and speak to that, man, because I was like, his
Yeah, just
performance
touch
yesterday, man, was just out of this world for real.
out of this world.
I was
Yep.
like, Dang. Yeah, he did his thing. He definitely did his thing.
Even in this microwave society we living in, how stuff come and go real fast. Stimulated and then it's gone. I think
Yeah.
that performance gonna stick. I think that's gonna be one that stick. I think
Yeah.
it
Oh
is.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just a lot of drama. You know what I mean? He talking to the crowd. You know what I
Yes.
mean? That atmosphere was just electric for real.
It was electric.
It was electric. That
It
atmosphere
was
was
electric. Yeah.
yeah.
Yep. So
Yeah.
that's it, man. Yep. So
Yeah.
shout out to the men's USA team.
Yeah.
They did
I
their thing.
thought,
Hey, Mike, I'm gonna
yeah.
shout out what's calming them. You want to hear some funny little stories? Sam just did the Knuckleheads podcast. Sam
Oh, he did
Cassell.
it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've
he did.
never
Oh, okay.
heard. I've never heard Sam sit down, talk to a podcast or giving some stories and stuff.
Oh,
Some of them
okay.
stories pretty funny. Yeah, they pretty funny.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. You know
yeah.
what?
He
I
said
see
this what he said though.
what he
He
said.
said Sam said if Mike didn't retire, he still think the team that Houston had could have beat them. He said, I know they had Mike
Yeah.
and could nobody deal with Mike, but we had that African.
Yeah.
Nobody could deal with that African.
Yeah. I think
Yeah, so yeah.
you know, like Houston actually had they had pretty good success against like regular
During the
season.
regular season. That's what he talked about.
Yeah.
That's what he talked about. He said during the regular season, he said, I know it was regular season, but he said we kind of dealt with them. We had their number. But he tripped me out. He said when he was with the Nets, right? He had a good Michael Jordan story. He was
Yeah.
with the Nets, right? He said they won the first two games, the Bulls, but they only won like by 20 something, right?
Yeah.
So, in his mind, like, oh, we're gonna get them this time. We coming back to Jersey, right?
Right.
He said he stepped out on the floor. Mike looked at him and said, hey, whore, where you going at for vacation?
What?
Yeah, Sam saying, shit, I'm going to game 4. That's where I'm going. That's in his mind, he said.
Yeah.
He said to Mike, he said, man, I looked up after the first quarter. This nigga had like 20-something points already in the first quarter. I was
What?
like, damn, yeah, that's crazy. Mike say, whore, where you going there for vacation?
Wow.
Oh man, yeah. So he got some nice. So I had to check it because it was Sam, so I had to
Yeah.
check it out,
Yeah.
and just to listen. Yeah,
That's knuckleheads. That's
yeah. The Knuckleheads podcast. I forget the two guys. They used to play in the league.
You talk about Miles. What's the dude name?
Yeah.
Miles, I think.
Right.
And
Ain't it called the Knucklehead? Ain't it called the Knuckleheads podcast?
I think so. Quentin.
No.
What's his name?
Huh?
Quentin something. Quentin Richardson.
Yeah. I can't remember his name, but
Yeah, I think it's
yeah,
Darius Miles and Quentin Richardson.
something like that. Yeah, one of them used to live in Chicago. He's from Chicago or something.
Quentin Richardson. I
But
think he's from Chicago.
yeah. And they asked him how it was to play with KG. I forgot something played with KG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not what Milwaukee.
No, at Minnesota.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had Saunders as the coach. Yeah, I forgot about that. So
Ray Allen was there too, right? Wasn't he?
it might have been. I can't. Yeah, I might have been.
I think it was Kevin Garnett, Sam Cassell, and Ray Allen.
Okay.
That was their big three.
Okay. Yeah. But you'll enjoy that because you're basketball. You'll enjoy that. Yeah. How about what's going real quick, man?
Boom.
You ain't got nothing to say about Marcus Jordan?
I made a video about that, right?
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I made it. I just think that like Michael Jordan can't be held accountable for what his son do, right?
No.
And I think Marcus Jordan need to work on keeping out of the limelight, especially if he's not doing nothing. Everybody got a camera, you know what I mean? So he got to be conscious of that. Not just his public image is tied to his father's public image. So he definitely got to be conscious of that.
Yeah. I tell you what, though, nothing about his look seemed like he cared. It seemed like he out there living his best life.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, Mike. I mean, he got money. you know, he out there having fun, man.
Yeah,
That's what it looked like to me. Like,
yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
definitely.
So yeah,
But
yeah.
you know, like I said,
He had the chicks. He had a little thing in his hand, like some weed. Then it looked like he was sniffing some, you know, he on that rich boy party and shit, you know. I
yeah,
don't know. But that was funny though.
yeah,
Because when the cat he was looking up at one time, but the thing man, smiling, tripping. He
yeah.
gotta know cameras. I mean, come on, man.
Right, right.
He gotta know. He
That's why I
gotta
said
know.
that's irresponsible of him though, because his, like I said, his image, his reflection of his father. You know what I mean?
Can his father's brand at this point be tarnished by what his kids did?
Not unless he do something outrageous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Even
Like
then, even then, even then, I'm not too sure because the
I can't.
Jordan Brand
I
kids, because you know we didn't heard enough stories where rich kids go astray or
right.
go
Yeah, yeah,
awry.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? So I
But I
don't
mean,
know.
like I can't
Mhm,
think enough of offhand that he will be able to do. Like I said, it would have to
mhm.
be something extreme.
Extreme.
He got to
Yeah,
do something. He got to get involved in some, like some trafficking or something crazy. You know what I mean? But I don't
yeah.
know.
And it
Who
still would be, and I still think it would be contingent on how Michael Jordan responds to his child's behavior.
Right,
You know,
yeah,
when
yeah,
he gets questioned about it and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
I
Well,
don't know, but that shit was crazy. Yeah, go
it
ahead. I'm
was
sorry.
all right. Well, I got one thing for you, right?
Okay.
What do you think about this report that they have Bryce Bryce James ranked in the top 100? Did you hear about
Who?
that? Bryce James.
Bryce James? Oh,
He
I ain't hear about that, but I mean, from my understanding, people saying he nice.
well, he averaging 6 points a game coming off the bench. I think he averaging like less than 2 assists a game,
In
less
high
than
school?
in high school, less than his stats was
And he in the top 100?
top 100. 6 points a game coming off the bench, less than 2 assists, less than 2 rebounds, uh, less than 2 steals. Oh man,
See, that's not matching up to me because when I hear people talk about him,
yeah, yeah, the same thing. But
yeah,
they
they knew they were saying Bronny wasn't the one, he was.
right. That's what
And
everybody's saying. But
yeah, but that them mhm,
they said a lot of people say that because, like, when you see his highlights, they'll take his
mhm,
best 2 or 3 plays for that game and just, and put that on a reel, on a clip. You know what I
gotcha,
mean? And so people say, "Oh, okay, so he the real deal." But
gotcha.
no, he not. He
I got
definitely
to see.
not.
Now you gonna have me looking for some
Yeah,
game footage.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Look for some game footage
yeah,
and look to see, like, you know what I mean, like how, like, analyze this game. Like, do you see him making some
yeah.
strong moves? Are they
I
finesse
gotta see.
moves?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
What year high school is he in?
I think he a junior this year.
Okay.
But I think he have at least one more year to go. And,
But he's the kid with the size though. He got size though, right?
yeah, he about 6'5", 6'6", I think.
Okay,
That's
okay,
what they say. So
okay. Yeah.
yeah,
I'm gonna check for that. That's
yeah, yeah,
crazy.
yeah, man.
But if he a junior though,
Mhm.
see, he still got his senior year. He still
Right.
got time to, have a bigger impact. So,
Well, see, a lot of people in between your junior and your senior year, a lot of people get better in that. You know what I mean? In that gap of time, anyway.
yep,
You know what I mean? I've
yep,
seen guys come from JV to starting. You know what I mean? On varsity in
yep,
between that junior and senior year. So
yep,
a lot of
yep,
growth can occur within that. That one over that 1 year. So,
yeah. I
but
agree with that. I definitely
so
agree with that.
people just up in arms though because he ranked in the top 100 with those
And his
stats.
last name. Yeah, he ranked in those stats and that last name on him.
Yeah.
If he ain't had that last name on him, that begs the question: would he even be ranked in the top 100 with
Oh yeah.
those
No,
stats?
not averaging 6 points a game.
Yeah, yeah.
You
So
know.
that's crazy. I thought you was getting ready to really tell me something sweet. Said he
Yeah.
ranked in the top 100. Then he said 6 points.
Yeah. Yeah. 6 points a game. I was like,
Yeah,
wow.
is he averaging a lot of rebounds or something?
Nothing.
Block
Nothing.
shots?
Nothing.
Wow.
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
Well, is his team good at least? Is he on a winner?
Yeah. He played for what do they go? Sierra Canyon in California. They
Okay.
one of the top programs in the country right now.
That plays a part in it too.
Yeah.
That plays a part in it too. Because if you got like a great team, I remember those Dunbar teams, and you got a lot of balanced scoring. You could be a great player, only averaging about 10 a game, something like that because of everything, the ball getting spread around, balance,
Well,
so
like Reggie Lewis he was a sixth man on that team. You
six
know what I mean?
man, yeah. But he was definitely one of the top players in the country. But he was a six man, yeah. So yeah, that's why I asked about how the team looked. So I'm gonna check them out though. I'm gonna check them out. I know you ready to drag him too.
Yeah, man. I've been telling people. Michael Jordan's sons are better than LeBron's sons.
Well, he put that picture up. Well,
like if they play like both of those, if like Michael Jordan's sons play LeBron's sons in their prime, man, I'm telling you, if you look at the college stats anyway, Michael Jordan's sons, at least their stats is better than their college stats are better than
but what conference was they playing in? Like I knew Marcus had some game, but what conference was they playing in?
Well, Marcus played at UCF.
A Florida team, right?
Yeah, Florida. Yeah. USF. Both of them played down there.
Right.
Right. Jeffrey Jordan went to Illinois first, and then he transferred to UCF or something like that.
Okay.
And then they played.
And I do remember he had decent numbers. I do remember that. I did see where he had some decent numbers.
Yeah, he had decent
numbers.
Man.
Yeah.
But he still wasn't. He still wasn't ready. He still wasn't ready for the league, though. You know what I mean?
Nah. Yeah.
But,
He's a good kid. I mean, anyway, he seemed like a real articulate kid and stuff, but he out there living that party lifestyle. You know what the first signal was that he living his own life, and
when he was dating
that should have told you everything.
He don't care.
Tell you everything.
He do not care. He's doing his thing.
He ain't tripping that. And if you ever hear him speak, he had a podcast. He got his own tennis shoe thing and all. He got his own stuff going. You hear him talk. He about the culture. He about the young culture. He like that Gen Z, Gen X kind of vibe to him. He ain't tripping that Michael Jordan straight lace, my father brand. Because what do you call them? Gen Z?
Yeah.
They different, Mike. They different. They seem like they lean more into that shit, and that's what they build their brand on, leaning into that shit, So that's the vibe I get off them, like Gen Z and that kind of thing.
Yeah,
but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, that was some funny stuff though. But you can still hear me?
Let me see. Say something.
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Yeah, but I lost you.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My things went dead on me. Sorry about that.
Oh, no, it's all good. I'm going to sign out anyway, right? I'm going
to
I want everybody to make sure that they like and subscribe. Also, go to Amazon. Check out my man Clayton's book, Trauma: My Love Letter to the World. And so you've been getting some people been purchasing the book.
Yeah, well, this week I ain't really. It's been kind of dead, but I've had some activity recently. It's been good. Yeah, it's all good, man. But you know me right now, and I'm focused on this third one.
Yeah,
all my energy is on that. So and then once I get that going, I'll come back to this and be promoting this along with that and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for you to dive in.
Yeah, man. I've been.
I'm just messing with you, man. I know your life, man.
Yeah. I appreciate
it's all good.
No doubt.
Yeah, but I appreciate you let me come on, man, to talk.
And
promote it.
We gotta find some. I got some ideas for some other stuff for us to get into. I'll talk to you like you know what I mean.
Okay.
But, I got some ideas for some other stuff for us to get into.
I can hear you, but a little bit, but not a lot. But I got
okay. All right. Well, all right. So everybody, with that being said, y'all make sure to like and subscribe. And like I said, go check out my man Clayton. Check out his book, Trauma: My Love Letter to the World. And yeah, make sure y'all tune in next Sunday. We'll be live again next Sunday at this Sunday. I started late. You know, I had some other stuff to do, but next Sunday we'll be back on at 11 a.m. And with that being said, peace. We are out, and we'll check y'all out.